Azul is a family weight board game for 2 to 4 players, in which players are competing by taking tiles from the discs and placing them on their board in order to score the most points. Where this game really thrives is in terms of accessibility. This is the type of game that anyone can pick up, and within 5 minutes you understand the rules enough to begin playing with very minimal setup time. But it's also the type of game that even when you've played 10, 20, 30 times, you still need to think critically about every single move that you make, and you're not just sort of playing on autopilot because you feel like you understand the game and know the best strategies. This is a game that you get into very quickly, but no matter how many times you play, it does always make you think. People say that Azul is lacking in player interaction, but that's not an opinion that I particularly agree with. There's nothing more fun in this game than watching your opponent take that huge pile of tiles in the middle of the table that they have absolutely no use for whatsoever. It's brilliant. And this is something that really creeps up on you as the game goes on. In the beginning, you're basically just taking tiles because, they look pretty and they'll make a nice pattern on your board. But by the end, you're really looking at your opponent's board and you're really looking at the tiles available, and you're trying to force them into a position where they have to take as many negative points as possible. It really creeps up on you as the game goes on. One negative about Azul, though, as a board game, is I can find after a number of plays that it gets a little bit repetitive. After you've played this 10, 20 times, I do feel like I've seen all that there is to see. I've had that thrill of the exact right tiles coming out of the bag and onto one of the discs, and I've had that disappointment of seeing those tiles snatched right from under my nose. I've had the enjoyment of completing the final row and knowing that I'm going to get a good combination of points, and I've had the disappointment of having to take that big pile of negative point tiles in the middle. I've seen basically all that there is to see at that point, and it can get a little bit repetitive. But my final point about Azul is probably the most controversial one. Is it fun? Is it though? I get the excitement of managing to complete a row with minimum negative points. I get the player interaction of trying to grab those tiles before your opponent does, and I get the thrill of seeing them pick up a huge pile of negative points that you've basically handed them on a silver platter. I get it, but is it fun? Is that something that's exciting and makes you think, yes, ha, got ya? Is it something that you think, right, I really want to do that again? Is it something that when you finish playing you think, right, I can't wait to play this again, I'm going to play it better, I'm going to do it differently? Not for me. It just doesn't quite have that level of excitement. Maybe I'm just not that interested in tiling. But if what you want is a nice simple board game at the end of a long working day where you can just take it easy and relax and play something simple with all of the family, play one of these games instead. I would give Azul a score of 2 out of 5 bananas, which means that I do see that it has some kind of merit, but if someone was to suggest playing this with me, I would politely suggest playing something else. But you don't have to take my word for it. I am just one man on the internet with a smartphone and an opinion. So do let me know down in the comments how very wrong I am about your favourite game. It is a very popular game. There are a lot of people that like this one, so if you're thinking of buying it, a lot of people do like it. Just please don't invite me to play. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give this video a like. I would love to know what you guys think about Azul, and yeah, enjoy playing. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, goodbye, and good luck.